Diddy Combs, a legendary music mogul known for his influence in hip-hop and entertainment, is embroiled in one of the most serious legal battles of his career. In September 2024, Combs was arrested and charged with multiple federal offenses, including sex trafficking and racketeering. This arrest comes after years of swirling rumors and allegations of abuse and misconduct, many of which have only recently become public. The charges. The indictment against Combs alleges that from 2009 to 2023, he ran a criminal enterprise that exploited women and coerced them into participating in highly orchestrated sex acts, commonly referred to as freak-offs. These events were allegedly organized and filmed for Combs' pleasure. According to federal prosecutors, these gatherings involved male commercial sex workers, and the women were often drugged to ensure compliance. The indictment also includes accusations of forced labor, obstruction of justice, bribery, and even arson. Combs' legal team is preparing for a long court battle, having already pleaded not guilty. His lawyers argue that the charges are exaggerated and that Combs is being unfairly prosecuted. His attorney, Mark Agnifilo, has described Combs as a self-made entrepreneur and philanthropist who has spent decades building his empire and giving back to the Black community. Agnifilo further added, "He is an imperfect person, but is not a criminal," strongly defending his client against the prosecution. Allegations of abuse and misconduct. The charges against Combs are not isolated. They come in the wake of a lawsuit filed in late 2023 by R&B singer Cassandra Cassie Ventura, who alleged that Combs sexually assaulted and trafficked her over a span of nearly a decade during their relationship. According to Cassie's lawsuit, Combs used his power and influence to control her career while subjecting her to repeated physical, sexual, and emotional abuse. The two reached a settlement just one day after Cassie filed her case, but her claims reignited long-standing rumors about Combs' personal conduct. In addition to Cassie's lawsuit, several other women have come forward, accusing Combs of similar patterns of abuse. For instance, a former model alleged that Combs sexually assaulted her in 2003 at his New York recording studio. Dawn Richard, a former bandmate of the girl group Donity Kane, also accused Combs of sexually and physically abusing her during their working relationship. These accounts, while spread over many years, paint a picture of a man who wielded immense power to manipulate and exploit women. The freak-offs and criminal enterprise. Central to the federal case against Combs are the so-called freak-offs, which prosecutors describe as elaborate sexual performances orchestrated by Combs and his inner circle. These events allegedly involved multiple victims and were often held in luxury hotels or private residences. Investigators found damning evidence during a raid of Combs' properties, including firearms with defaced serial numbers, large quantities of baby oil and lubricant, narcotics, and recorded footage from these events. The indictment also claims that Combs used these recorded performances as leverage to maintain control over his victims, threatening to release the footage if they did not comply with his demands. Furthermore, Combs' associates were allegedly complicit, helping him to organize the events, arrange travel for participants, and provide drugs to keep the women compliant. The legal battle ahead. The charges have resulted in Combs being denied bail. As prosecutors argue, he is a flight risk due to his immense wealth and international connections. While his legal team is fighting for house arrest instead, the court has yet to grant this request. Combs' defense strategy will likely focus on discrediting the witnesses and portraying the case as a biased attack on his character and success. On the other hand, federal authorities have made it clear that they are prepared for a lengthy battle, with U.S. Attorney Damian Williams stating that the case is about shattering any false notion of impunity. Investigators are continuing to build their case, and the media attention surrounding Combs' trial will undoubtedly grow as more details emerge. Public reaction and impact. The allegations against Combs have sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, where he has long been seen as a trailblazer. While he has faced controversy before, including past lawsuits and rumors, the gravity of these federal charges could mark a turning point in his public image. Fans and critics alike are watching closely to see how this case unfolds, and whether it will permanently damage the legacy of a man who has shaped modern music culture. As the legal proceedings continue, It remains to be seen how this will affect Combs' career, his business empire, and his influence on the music industry. One thing is certain. This is far more than a typical celebrity scandal. It is a complex legal case with potentially severe consequences for one of hip-hop's most iconic figures. As we watch this legal battle unfold, it's important to remember that the truth will surface through the courts. Whether this marks the downfall of a music icon or a fight for justice, it's a story we'll be following closely. Be sure to stay updated on all the details as they come out. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth coverage of the biggest stories shaking up the world of entertainment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.